This video is brought to you by TS4U IT Engineering Bootcamp.
After that is
Okay, then we'll go with I would like to know how the pod communicate in the Kubernetes cluster.
Yeah, that's a good question. So the pod communicates using the services which expose a consistent endpoint for pods to connect to.
So, okay, so
based on the service name, because pods are ephemeral, they can die anytime. So they communicate based on the service name. So it depends on which endpoint they're exposed to. So based on that, they communicate with each other.
So I have a question now. So I have a authentication service and I have a the product service. So the user need to be authenticated to buy the product. So if the authentication, the pod is died, how it will work?
If the authentication pod is died, of course, it is predefined on the replica set that how many pod, another pod will try to, spin up right away because it's running on a cluster. And of course, by that time, we have a thing called readiness check and liveness check. So in that case, that user, when the pod dies, it doesn't die actually right away. It actually have some time. So if there is any user is still using the services on that particular pod, like authentication is still there. So by the time the new pod gonna spin up, the traffic gonna go to the new pod and the authentication service will be up and running, and then they're gonna redirect to the product services. So the liveness check is like the pod is live or not, and when the this things always like a Kubernetes cluster, right? So in the cluster, it always checking this terminology, like if the pods are healthy and it's ready to serve the customer or not. So when the one pod gonna die, is gonna be coming as a status like unhealthy, the another pod gonna start spinning up. So by that time, this is gonna be ready. Even the pod is dying, the customer maybe gonna experience some latency, but they will still be able to do their shopping.
What are some reasons the pod are dying? Can you explain? Can you share some of the experience?
I would say, yeah, pods dies for so many reasons. Sometimes if the workload is like crashing the pod, then it might happen. Also, sometimes it's the dependency breaks that can happen. Also, sometimes I'd say if there is any external threat, like somebody tries to break into the cluster, so that could happen too.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Got it.